demons are breaking in. We don't have time for this.
Then make time, Dante!
Shit, Burger.
Cat, do it now!
This is Mustang Mike, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm the official WrestleGamer, WB Billy Bujo. Got a few guys to introduce you to. First off, he is the host of Hardcore Wrestling Radio, which can be heard on Spreaker.com. It is the illuminous one, the shining star, Rick Star. Rick, how you shining?
I think I'm doing all right, Billy. Thanks for having me.
Well, there's a difference between thinking and knowing. Well, as long as you think you're all right, then I guess you'll be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, from YouTube.com/LanceBonsTV, the one, the only, Lance Bonds. Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
From YouTube.com/KillerXKenny, the man from South Park, simply known as Cartman. Cartman, how you doing?
Not that good.
Ladies and gentlemen, our old friend from the Big Easy, James, is here. James, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Let's get it on.
And he is back. He's Bay Area MVP.
I got to get that Fandango cereal before WWE does. Ugh.
And I need a lozenge. Well, anyway, as it was announced on this week's Monday Night Raw, we finally have the stipulation between John Cena and Ryback for their WWE Championship match at Extreme Rules, a last man standing match. Rick, I want to go to you first. Your initial reactions to the announcement of Ryback and Cena being a last man standing match, and do you feel that this is the right stipulation for this match?
Well, I mean, is it the right one? I'll be honest with you. I don't know if there was really any particular wrong one. I was kind of, I think it's going to definitely raise the bar for the match. Certainly. How is it going to affect it? What's it going to mean? I mean, I wasn't sure if they were going to do something else, like maybe, no falls count, a falls count anywhere, or whether they were going to do like a full TLC or even a Hell in a Cell. But I guess they decided to go for a last man standing, which, by the way, Cena has been very successful in.
Yes, I believe he won a match against JBL. No, that was an I Quit match. There was one he did against the Great Khali one year at Extreme Rules, right, where he gave him the attitude adjustment off the stage.
I believe so.
To the Great Khali, and he won that last man standing match. But then he did lose one to Edge. Now, albeit it was thanks to the Big Show's interference and the fact that Big Show put Cena through, I believe it was like a light prop that was there.
Yeah.
Lance, I want to ask you this: if you had the chance to pick a stipulation for Cena versus Ryback, which stipulation would you have picked and why?
Honestly, because I know they won't do Hell in a Cell other than pretty much Hell in a Cell, probably last man standing.
So you agree with the decision that the WWE made?
Well, they could have done a lot worse, especially with winning with Cena.
Carmen, do you feel that the Achilles tendon storyline or angle, as we're now viewing it, will come into a factor for Extreme Rules between Cena and Ryback?
For some reason, I can't see the WWE having that be a way for Cena to lose his title. Is having that be a whole thing and be actually giving Cena some time off, because when's the last time he's actually had significant time off from the WWE?
Yeah, but do you feel that Ryback would be the appropriate person to put the WWE title on if they want to give him time off?
It might be a good thing to do because the crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Brain fart. But yeah, it seems like Ryback would be a good guy to put the title on because he's done pretty well in the WWE.
Yeah. James, do you agree with that? James. Hello.
I guess.
Well, let me throw it over to you, MVP. I'll give you this question. Do you agree with what Cartman said?
Yeah. Well, half yes and half no. I mean, creative has been kind of stiff as of late. I'm still souring over Cesaro losing the belt to Kingston a little bit. But back to the regular question at hand. Yeah, I mean, last man standing match would be appropriate. I mean, but would they really risk Cena's injury further? I question that. But I would agree. Last man standing would be the best fit. Too bad it ain't Hell in a Cell, but this one fits the criteria.
Rick, I want to ask you this question: Do you see WWE dropping the title off of Cena and putting it on Ryback at this point in his career?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give it a no. The only possibility I see that happening is unless we've talked about the injury. Now he tweeted over the weekend that he's now walking around without any tape around his ankle. So that means that he's now in fact that injury is now getting better. So he's either just tweaked the tendon or it was kayfabed, and just to make that match a little bit higher and put a little bit more risk on it, so that way Cena wouldn't just be 100%, because they've always, even today, it was like, I think it was on the website, that Cena's always been the guy who's done big comeback matches. So you can take that and for whatever value you want. But for me, I think the only one way that Ryback would win this is if the Shield got involved, and if Shield took him out, like in the way Big Show got involved in one of Cena's matches. But
Which I can see happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, more than likely.
It seems like Shield interference is all but predictable.
Yeah.
James, let me ask you this question. Since WWE seems to be doing this heel turn for Ryback, just to what it seems to be like right now, just for him to go after John Cena and the WWE Championship, do you feel that WWE and Ryback are doing a good job or a bad job on the heel turn for Ryback in this angle?
For me, I feel like it's a bad job because it's really even towards last week, because I heard that there was reports that when Ryback came out, when he was supposedly left already, he had no reaction, and that's kind of, I think this is what WWE is just. It's basically, for me, what I'm thinking is that Ryback was turned heel because they don't believe that there's any good heels right now that could compete against John Cena, and I guess just Ryback has to be that person just for now.
Yeah, you do have a good point there. A lot WWE they are clamoring for some good heels, and they're on a very short supply. And if not, they're probably being used for something else. So, one time can only tell, on just how successful this matchup can go. But what we're gonna do now, guys and gals, we're gonna lean our predictions and our picks for Ryback versus Cena, last man standing. Rick, I'm gonna start with you. Who do you see as being the last man standing?
I'm just gonna go with Cena on this one. Flat out.
Any particular reason?
Only because Cena just really won the title. He hasn't had the title in a long time, and I think that he's doing a lot of promotions, and unlike The Rock, Cena will have no problem carrying that title high and proud.
All right, Lance, what about you? Your prediction for Cena versus Ryback at Extreme Rules, last man standing.
Ryback with Shield involvement.
Yeah, that is a possibility. That is a very feasible scenario for them to play through. Cartman, what about you? What's your prediction for Cena and Ryback, last man standing?
Exactly like whoever just said something said. I wasn't paying attention to who it was, but
it's Lance.
Yeah, exactly what Lance said. I can see Ryback winning with the Shield involvement, and then for some reason I can see the WWE handing the title over to Ryback, giving Cena some time off, have Cena come back and win the title again.
James, what about you? What's your pick and your prediction for Cena versus Ryback?
To me, I believe John Cena, because John Cena just recently got the title from The Rock. The injury is not that bad. It's just only a deep bruise heel. That's the reports of the injury. So I could see the Shield getting involved, but I don't see it to where they are the difference maker. I think Cena is gonna win. I think maybe the Shield may like like finish it off and have some big for maybe next pay-per-view for Payback, to where one of the members of the Shield go for the WWE title.
MVP, what about you? What's your pick and your prediction for Cena versus Ryback, last man standing, and Extreme Rules?
Well, Lance had a good point about Ryback winning with the Shield, but James did bring up another good argument. The injury is not that severe. Obviously they're still making them work through the injury. So I'm kind of 50-50 on this one, but the Shield will be involved. But I would have to say give it to Ryback and have Cena heal and come back nice and ready.
Well, here are my thoughts and predictions about this one. I see John Cena retaining the championship. I gotta go with the same sentiment I had when they were first pushing Ryback for the WWE Championship back in October against CM Punk. I just don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's time to put on one of the major titles, your biggest title in your company, in the hands of someone like Ryback. Now, albeit Ryback not as green as he was back in October at Hell in the Cell when he was taking on CM Punk. However, I really I just don't see him being that dominant of a heel champion for the company. I believe CM Punk was a much better heel champion and can flat out heel Ryback in a sense, in my opinion, when it becomes to being a heel champion and a heel figure in the WWE. I just don't see Ryback getting the championship at Extreme Rules. I see it being a very good match, a very extreme match for WWE standards nowadays, but I just don't see Ryback getting the championship. Now, if it was somebody else, maybe like with like a Mark Henry or a Big Show or somebody else, another heel, then maybe I would say maybe 50-50. It could go either way. But with Ryback, just newly turned heel, was still on the verge of trying to, get used to the heel concept of Ryback. I just really don't think it would be a good idea at this point in time to take the big title of your company and put it on someone who's just now turned heel and really isn't that over on the crowd as a heel yet. But then again, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. What we want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts, your predictions for John Cena versus Ryback for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules, the last man standing match. Do you agree with some of our opinions, or do you guys have different opinions? We want to hear from you guys out there. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Rick, where can fans check you out on HWR?
Well, of course, we have our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Hardcore Wrestling Radio. And of course, we are now over on Spreaker, where we do our pickup shows. And it's Spreaker.com/HWR Media. And of course, now, Billy, that we are now doing a new promotion where you and I want to do our Q&A section, where we can have our listeners and subscribers ask us wrestling-related questions. So, for those of you who are on on the Facebook page, feel free to ask us any wrestling-related questions. It will be right here on WGS-TV or right over on Hardcore Wrestling Radio.
Lance Moss is over on youtube.com/Lance Moss TV. Lance, what can fans expect from you over on your YouTube channel?
Wrestling reviews, music reviews, lists, and basically whatever else comes into my mind.
Cartman's over on youtube.com/KillerXKenny. Cartman, what you got going on over in your neck of the woods?
At this point, I have no clue. Got a lot of personal life issues that I'm trying to deal with as of now. So YouTube's not my main priority.
Okay. What about our game show guru guys? What you guys got coming? Anything coming up?
Let's see. For me, I'm going to try to get on VaughnLive.tv to do the same thing. Try to reach out to wrestling fans on the site and get some picks on the Ryback Cena match and see how Extreme Rules goes.
Yeah, going with MVP said, I think we also may be doing a prediction show next week before Extreme Rules for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. So if anybody want to join us on Vaughn, then I think it's gonna be MVP that might go live. If not, then I will go live.
All right, cool. So with that, don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network. So for the Illuminous one, the Shining Star, Rick Star, our music guru, Lance Moss from Lance Moss TV, from the man from South Park, simply known as Cartman, our friend James from the Big Easy, and Bay Area MVP. I am your official Russell Gamer, Double B Billy Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.
No, I'm not.
Stoke answers. Stoke answers. Stoke answers. Stoke answers. Spiritual medium. Stoke answers. Stoke answers. I'm Haley Ringrose. Stoke answers.
My name's Andrew Weatherall.
Spiritual medium. Stoke answers.